Hello, hello, my crafty friends. It's Monday. Gosh, I forgot I even had a weekend that went by. All right, hypothetically, that looks straight, but let's check it out on the other devices and see what I find. It's not super bad. I think we're just going to leave it today. Yay! Got on just to give you guys a few minutes to join me. Hello, hello. Share into groups. I'm so excited I got this in. I got these in, and I'm like really excited to see what our what do you call it, to just kind of look at it and see some of the cards that we can create with it. It's really neat. There we go. Hello, Miss Barbara. Hello, Pat. Pat, did you see my response back to you about the cards? I'm not entirely sure I have a good answer for you. I'm pretty sure I have one card for you that's going to go out in your packet, but I'm not sure about the other three or the other two. So, but anyway, we'll the report's finalized this weekend, and I'll go through things. So I have this cutie patootie card. I'm just going to pull this up so you can kind of see the card. That this is one of the samples that is in the group. Isn't this guy cute? All these fun little creatures. When the color, I mean, these are colored in. I'm going to play with some different ways to color them in. So maybe that it isn't so much for us to do. But here he is. This is the Wild Bunch, and that, is that the Highlander cow? I think it's called the Highlander cow. And here's your little snail, and I was really, really hoping they had like snail mail or something like that to go with this. The penguin is super cute. This is my daughter's favorite, is the penguin. I haven't decided. We have a lot of snails in Oregon because it's so damp and wet. And the backgrounds are kind of interesting. So I'm gonna have excited to kind of play with this and see. I have seen some amazingly cute stuff posted by other stampers. So we'll take a look at that piece of it. Scenic Coast, I don't think, oh, here's what we're going to look at today. Is our kits. Kits. So I have two kits to look forward to here. We have Washes of Gratitude, which I'm going to guess is this one, and Shaded Petals. This looks like pansies. Anybody have a first pick? The three of you guys that are with me, two of you guys that are with me, Barb and Pat. Would you like Washes of Gratitude or Shaded Petals? We'll take a look at it. See what you guys have to say. I wish they all had it posted. These ones that they do where they wrap them in shrink wrap. That Washes of Gratitude. Okay. You good with that one, Barb? Washes of Gratitude. Saves me getting into this box. I need to keep the there we go. All right, so we will put, yep, I think I got a thumbs up there. So I'm going to put shaded petals to the side, and we are going to look at washes of gratitude, because we can always use thank you cards, right? There we go. I'm going to tag Diane this really quick. She says that her machine is not giving her the alerts that I'm there. All right. I guess I had this upside down. Ooh, these are kind of pretty. So it looks like we have two different cards. And it's watercolor, so like that's an instant win for me, because I love I thought it got that deep enough to go in there. Maybe not. Oh, it's in there. I just love watercolor. I love it as a medium. All right, so we'll make a card or two here, see what we can get done. This looks like we might not have any stamping, because I don't see a block or an ink pad. Okay. I told Jeff, I said I need to have like 8 hours of time that I can sit here and finish all these kits that I've started with you guys. Here's card number 1, which is a rich green, which is, you know, really nice to have a masculine and a more feminine card. Very pretty. Okay. And here are our punch outs. I think it looks like I'm going to need 1. You know, there are directions, right, guys? Let me see what we actually need. So what did you guys do over the weekend? I had my leadership training, so I was pretty busy. I was pretty busy all weekend just because I had the leadership training, or leadership coaching, actually. I'm trying to get life back on track. Here we go. I'm like, where are the words? So this is a no stamp, and look at how pretty those are. I wish the entire card was the washes so that you could cut it in half and get more cards out of this. And what do our envelopes look like? Envelopes have the inside. And pretty simple. Oops, I need 2 of those because they'll go out with whoever gets what. Oh, you went to a no frill. I love no frills crops. They're so much more affordable. Yeah. Where were you guys at? So here we go. Our pretties. And I need to punch out a dark. I almost, this is going to be crazy, but I almost wish there were a lot more of the look at that green. And then we're going to take the, okay, be careful about these guys. And if you just, these are laser cut and they're fragile. So if you're not careful, you'll end up tearing them. So if you just kind of like look at the paper. So there's this. And we have 2 flowers that have the similar colors in here. For your pink card, actually looks like that strawberry slush. Know that for 100%. Ooh, I don't think I knew there was a Callaway down south. Interesting. Goes to show you. Everybody know that there's a new baby elephant at the Smithsonian Zoo or the National Zoo. Okay, so let's do our pink card first since it's right here. We need a thank you for this card. Oh, that's cute. So they took the, you have a circle, you have a circle, you have a rectangle, you have a rectangle, and then your little mini sentiments are both these little tiny itty bitty things. We will definitely need to have dimensionals for that. How about you, Pat? What did you do for the weekend? I think next weekend is our crop. Virtual crop. If anybody wants to come and join me while I craft, you give me an excuse to not do things in the house. How's that for you? Not be interrupted. Although, if I don't have things out, I will be doing that where I'm getting some stuff done and out. Ooh, these guys are really teeny weeny. Okay, this is your back side. So if you look at these, there's kind of like a browner edge on this side where you don't have it on that. Oh, the pool. That's right, because it's all open now. Did you guys have good weather? Our hot weather was a little like, hi, I'm summer, and then we're back to our nice rain and coolness. We're super behind in our snowpack, which is a big deal. Probably should do a little bit on that end. We get a lot of forest fires without that snowpack. Okay, that's a nice base here. I do like having a little bit of that movement, adjustability. And then trying to decide if I want to this is where I wish we had the two different thicknesses and dimensionals that we had in the foam tape with Close to My Heart. I'm going to do that and then lift that whole thing off. I have open little guys. Maybe. Here we go. Oh, they're right here. I knew I put some down here. And pop these up. So I was running the AC last week with our 80 and 85 degree weather, and then I was back to heat this weekend because it was pretty stinking chilly. And then so I got just a little bit of dimension on there. Yeah, summer, our best months here are going to be September, October. So if anybody ever wants to come visit, you know, there's kind of like an August thing, just like it is kind of in the DC area where it's just so hot, and there it's the same kind of gig here. And here I'm going to put one on this side and one on that side because this is going to go across the bottom. And it's going to have that center to pop it up in the center so you don't have to use as many dimensionals with that. Yeah, we do actually. We have several nice months that we don't have to do anything like that. Definitely, I would say maybe 50% of the season has that. This is kind of a tough. Once it up there, okay, so this one can't go on there because it gets in the way of this. Okay, I should put that back there so that it can But this is really cute, you guys. You can put that on there. I'll set that aside, let that dry, because I'm using the liquid glue. The same concept is going to happen here. I do love these kits just for minimal work. And these are really pretty, and I always need thank you cards. So I continue to put stuff up on the Crafty clearance. So you guys can go in, take a look, and all of that. And make wish lists if you want. My phone is going absolutely nuts, and I know it's because my husband's out and he's like, I will bring you back dinner, but I came into this and so I haven't like responded, so hopefully he's got to remember I'm doing Crafty. So here on this one is going to be the hunt of where can I put, like there's not much space in there to put one down. So what I'm going to do is cut one of these babies. But I'm trying to think, like, you know, in September, October, and even into November, we don't have to run heat or air. Run the fan just for movement. Okay, oops, that worked. Okay. Let's see if I did this right. I feel like there was some months in Maryland that you didn't have to run anything. Okay, and then you're going to just put that over the dot. I really like this green one. The pink one's pretty too, but I really like having to take a look at that and figure out kind of where your foam tape is going to go here. It's going to be here. I feel like because it's a circle, you know, and it's not straight across, I kind of have to put a few more in here than I normally would. Anybody have any good books that they're reading right now? Look at this. A circle can be such an easy way to add a sentiment. Things that make you go, that I've lost. Look at this, you guys. On Thursday, we're going to play with that. I did punch it out, but we're going to punch out another one because I have no idea where that went. I probably hit it on the floor somewhere. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I don't remember always having it on. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. And there it is. Theo of Golden. Okay. Good book. Very, very good. Okay. I'm in the middle of reading Twins on the Train, but I'm getting close to being done with it. So I'm looking for a new, you know, a new project here to get started on. Wish I could see where none of my, You know, I have like 20 Pokey Tools, and can I ever find one of the 20 Pokey Tools I got running around here? Nope. Can't remember who the author is. The Berry Picker? Oh my gosh. Hello. Maureen, it's wonderful to see you, The Berry Pickers. I don't think I've seen that pop up as a recommended read. All right. Now, these are kind of drab. And I can't do anything about the ones that are on there because they're already on there. But I feel like this is slush. Do they tell me what the colors are? Oh, Calypso Coral, Flirty Flamingo. It doesn't, I could have sworn it would be that. So Flirty Flamingo, Peaceful Pine. I'm going to grab Peaceful and Flirty Flamingo. Boy, I would have lost, well, I guess so, yep. I would have lost a bet if I had to do that. What is the Berry Pickers about? This is how I solve I need a little more color. I don't trust myself, I don't think, to, oh, that's better. But that kind of blends in too. Don't try this at home, do it on the sheet. And I am going to actually take and add some shimmer to this. Let's see what the shimmer brush does. While those dry, I have my little shimmer brushes over here. I really don't have a, I don't know if this will work up front. Okay, so the shimmer does go on here nicely. All right, so we've just discovered that you can use your shimmer brushes. I probably could have just done that, but I like the richer color. And if you wanted to add more, you could add stickles in this. Don't do a colored stickles, do a clear stickles. We don't have a shimmer brush in that pink Flirty Flamingo, but we do have it in this color right here, which is that Barely Blush. Shimmer brushes to the rescue. Do this and just kind of give those a little chance to dry before we add them. Well, hello. You just started Theo and really like it. Well, Pat gave it a very, very good. So, how are you, Jennifer? And thank you for joining us. So on these cards, I intend to give these to both Pat and to Barbara, who've been here since the very, very beginning of the live. So what do you think? That works, right? And let's see if these have dried enough to be able to, oops, here's mine. So these are pretty. They are thank you cards, masculine, feminine, works, you know, really well for a lot of different options, you know what I mean? So we've added alcohol marker, Jennifer and Maureen, just so you guys kind of know what we did here. And if this is not enough of a pop, you probably could go and add a little bit of the Calypso Coral using the cantaloupe. Crisp Cantaloupe, I think the name is. I can't remember. Hey, Maureen, are you going to go in October to St. Louis? Okay. So there's a little bit of a shimmer on that. Not quite as much as I want. So I'm going to grab oh, interesting. All right. I'm going to like this better already because it's just got a little bit more blingy bling to it. And I really feel like these are subtle, but they need glitter, even though my husband would tell you that nothing requires glitter. He thinks it's evil. We get a Christmas card from a scrapbooker, Vicki Axton. You might know her, for those of you guys over there in Maryland. She and her daughter Stacy went to a bunch of retreats in that, and she always puts glitter in her cards, and they come, and Jeff is like, I am not opening it. You have to open it. He's like, I'm not touching that thing. It's evil. My dad was the same way. All right. I think these are going to be really, really pretty. So, of course, these have to dry in my little amp up of these sequins. All right. All right, ladies. Yeah, you know, it's so funny because like I stop and I look at it and I'm like, yeah, no, that doesn't, I got to do something a little more. So I ended up using the Twinkle, which has like some blue and green and pink, but mostly like a blue and green in there, iridescence-y in there. So we'll let those dry. And Pat and Barbara, you were here first. I'm getting ready to mail kits out because the reports have finalized. You know, it's always 6 business days before they finalize. And I will stick these into your kits. And if you've placed an order this month, I have the other kits. I just got the embellishments in today, and I may ship 2 kits if I my act together. All right, ladies, I'll see you on Thursday. On Thursday, we're going to play with this Cutie Batootie stamp set. Vote if you like the Highlander cow or the snail, the koala, or the penguin best, and we'll know. All right, and we'll go with that at least to start, to get at least 1 or 2 cards designed and created with that. They're so cute. All right, have a lovely, lovely week. See you on Thursday. Take care, guys.